Hello, chat. Welcome to the Ball Podcast. Uh, what are your thoughts on balls, Jade?
You cannot just start it like that. You can't.
I don't see the problem.
I feel like now we have to talk about them.
I
When you
mean, yeah. No, I want to talk about balls,
I
if
don't
you're
like I
down.
don't I don't okay, there's spheres and I think spheres are pretty cool. I like
That's crazy.
I want to go up to one and be like, "You know you're pointless, right?"
39 buried, zero found.
Anyway, we
Yeah,
just threw you into that. Yeah, me and Kat have a
yeah.
podcast now. So
Yeah,
that's
welcome to the podcast.
I thought of a cool gimmick. I want you to tell me if you think it's
What's
a
your
good
gimmick?
idea. So, whatever book I'm in the middle of reading, I know you can't see right
Uh-huh.
now. Cat cannot see right now. Just
Yeah,
so you know.
okay. For reference, I'm using a new VTubing software from what I normally use on my streams. And so like this one can't track my eyes at all if I'm wearing glasses, but it tracks them beautifully if I just take my glasses off. But I'm also like actually legally blind. So
Yeah, so she just cannot see. But anyways,
yeah,
you can't see, but behind me is the book that I am currently reading, and
that is a book.
you can see that it's a book.
I can if I squint really hard.
Yeah. There is a book here. Whatever book I'm in the middle of reading, I'm just gonna put it there, and I think that's cool, even though it's flipped
All
over
right.
for you.
No, I see the vision. I see the vision. Well, I
Yeah.
don't see the vision, but I'm letting you go.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have vision, but I see what you're talking about. Anyway, yeah. Talk about balls.
Uh, you can't just put me on the spot like that. I don't
I just did
like
it. I just did. How do you feel about it?
Uh, well, I think balls are very round, they're very squishy. I think that they look edible.
Uh,
Like I want to
okay.
chew on them.
I wasn't prepared to respond to something like that, to be honest with you. Like you
No,
really just
okay,
threw
this
me
is what you
off.
get for putting me on the spot, okay?
Okay, that's fair enough. Suki wa tamete desu. Ah, you know what I said. I'm switching it up.
I
The podcast is in Japanese
what
now.
what the
The
hell?
podcast is in Japanese now. You have to learn Japanese.
I I would have just like started like going into high pitch animalese or something, but I haven't practiced that. Like it's like a the podcast is literally
I can. I barely heard anything.
uh unfortunate.
You're like, I
I
would
mean,
look for my mic and put my mic right up to my mouth, but I don't know where it is.
no, I know my mic is like right here. I how did I miss three times? But I know my mic is like here, but like it's adjusting audio settings that would be difficult. Cause can't fucking see.
I'm trying to get my camera back in focus. There we go. My goodness gracious. I have a Hello Neighbor on in the background just because I was playing it for whatever the hell reason. I was playing the full release of
Uh-huh.
Hello Neighbor, and
Why?
because I played it a lot growing up and I wanted to get nostalgia, and I am recently on a new Xbox account, so I thought I'd just start
Uh-huh.
over and get all the achievements again.
You know
It's a lot
what?
worse than I remember.
Fair. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
what do you expect? It's a shitty indie horror game.
Well, the thing is I remember growing
There are a
up. I
dime a
remember
dozen.
being like, "Why do people hate this game?" And then I did. I don't. Do you remember a lot about Hello Neighbor?
I never really played it.
All
Like,
right,
I
you don't
think
like horror.
I like kind of looked into it, but anything I learned when looking into it is in my memory cutoff.
Real. I was gonna say like you don't like horror, but at the same time,
Yeah,
Hello Neighbor is not scary at all.
okay, here's the thing. When I was younger, I like avoided anything even tagged horror, like the plague. It did not matter if it was scary. The fact that it said it could be scary made me more scared than anything it could actually throw at me.
Okay. Well, basically at the beginning of it, I realized how bad it is because it has you do all this parkour stuff, and it has you like put boxes down and then climb on top of the boxes. But this is the type of game where if you go up to a wall and like place a box down, it'll like glitch out and like explode. I was playing it again. I found so many glitches. I thought it was crazy. I went up to a
Hmm.
door and I tried to open it, but it was locked. There was a lock on the other
Uh-huh.
side. So I thought,
All
what if I
right.
just spam it? So I spammed the button and the lock just flew off and like bounced all over the room and when I went in there, it looks like someone bombed the room. Like everything was just all over the floor.
Okay, no, that's peak game design. I want to make
Yeah,
games like that.
yeah, it is pretty awesome. So I think actually Hello Neighbor is better than Five Nights at Freddy's.
I agree.
You agree genuinely though.
I you can't prove that.
All I'm saying
Uh-huh. What are you
is
saying?
you can't see this right now.
I can tell you're holding up a plushie of I think that's Chica.
Would you smash?
Uh well, it's the color white and pink. And
It
it sort of has a face.
I
So,
think it has a face.
I, I, I'm blind. I don't know what you want from me.
I know, I know. Okay, okay. Honestly, I just want to see what you would say. It is like chibi kinda, so I wouldn't. It just doesn't hit.
Squinting, I can sort of make out some details. Okay. Yes.
You'd smash,
Yeah.
and you wouldn't smash the neighbor. I tricked
Well,
you.
yeah, because I'm a
Win
lesbian.
by default. Let's go. Win by default. You would smash Five Nights
To
at
be
Freddy's
fair, I
2.
wouldn't smash Freddy Fazbear either.
Yeah, but there's no characters in Hello Neighbor you'd smash because they're all either men or children.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, though, you can have a good game without sex appeal.
Says who? L opinion?
I am literally a game developer.
L opinion? Okay, yeah, is there going to be no sex appeal in your games?
I I don't know what that means.
You're,
What does that mean?
are you saying you're not going to make a porn game, Kat?
One of my main characters is literally a child. What do you want from me?
Okay, not that one. One of the other characters.
The other one's explicitly asexual.
Another one? Is there any other characters?
Why? 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 Why?
Why what?
All this. Why?
I just wanted to know if there's anyone that we could smash.
No.
Well, chat. I tried. I actually made this whole podcast as a ruse, Cat, to see if there were any characters in your new game that could make Rule 34 of. We found our answer. The podcast is over.
Okay, I've actually had this conversation before with, like, one of my head writers. She was, like, the person I went to, like, you've made, like, actually some of my favorite stories ever. Would you, like, help me write my game? And, like, I, like, went to her one time, it's like, it's a scary thought knowing full well that if this game gets popular, someone is going to loot the child. And she just went, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I remember I made the worst decision of my life. I put in Despicable Me because I wanted to see minion porn and I thought it would be really funny, and I did, and it was actually. First off, that wasn't funny. I didn't get what I wanted.
That is one hell of an opener.
The minion.
So I wanted to look at minion porn.
Okay, look, because I thought it would be funny. First off, there was some minion stuff, and it was the actual worst. Like, I want to throw up just thinking about it. I'm getting like flashbacks. It's kind of crazy. I'm getting PTSD. But there was also stuff of the kids, and I was like, okay, chat. Okay.
Okay. Fucking what? What the? What?
Sorry for looking at my phone. My B-reel went off. Y'all get it. I usually don't check my phone, but when my B-reel goes off, that's like a whole crazy, whole other thing.
Okay. Fair. What are you
I'm
doing?
trying to fix the focus.
Do you not have focus?
I keep losing focus.
You look like you're a mime.
I look like I'm a wizard. Like, that looks like a zombie.
It's a wizarding time, motherfucker.
Fireball. Oh my god. Actually crazy.
That's insane.
So working on a game.
Yeah.
You told
I have like 3 projects that I've wanted to work on for like a while now.
Me and Kat are both working on things that we've wanted to do for a while, which is pretty cool. I've written a book recently, and I'm still trying to get it published. Otherwise, I'd plug the hell out of it.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, you should buy her book when it comes out.
Thank you. Yeah, she doesn't.
We don't really have any confirmed release dates or anything, but could you tell us a little bit of what it's about, actually?
You are a businesswoman. Thank you for that. Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about your game after. Okay. It's a dystopian novella about where it takes place in 2555, where there are two political parties. There is the Freedom Party, which basically supports full-on anarchy, and then there's the Natural Party, which basically supports full control. And people have to, and you have to pick one. You ever won at like 1 a.m. on, I forgot the date, 1 a.m. on December 31st. That's it. You have to go to this place and be, I vote for that one or that one. It's obviously, if you couldn't tell, a parody of what we have here in the old US of A.
Mhm.
And I like it. I think it was pretty good. There's a lot of trigger warnings in it. Trigger warning essay. But it's a good book.
Mm, that's fair. I will actually say that does actually sound interesting. Like, because I'm not normally a books person, but like I would watch the fuck out of like a series about that or
I
something.
have admittedly like been thinking like I want to make this a movie cuz I would say series cuz it gives series vibes, but it's
Mhm.
really it's not short story short. So a novella, you're not a reader, so I will tell you what a novella
Mhm.
is. Basically longer than a short story, but shorter than a novel. So it's
Mhm.
definitely not long enough to be a series, and the way it
2 seasons.
ends, there cannot be more. I mean, I was actually thinking of doing a spin-off, but there cannot be a direct
Mm,
continuation of what happens.
the nukes.
What?
The nukes.
The nukes?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but that's kind of crazy that you say that.
All right. Hell yeah. Hell
I'm not
yeah.
saying everyone gets nuked. I'm not saying everyone gets nuked, but there are
Okay.
nukes involved. There are nukes are
I mean, yeah,
involved.
that's fair. That's a good storytelling element.
Yeah, I mean it's about, it's a parody of politics. And
Yeah.
in politics people are all the time like, I'm not saying I have nukes, but I have these big things that hint Hiroshima. Just saying. That's politics.
Yeah.
Hint Hiroshima. I
I
think
hope that my pod went through correctly. Again, I can't fucking see
do
anything.
do a pog. That's a pog. That's a
Hell yeah.
pog. It's pretty awesome. It's like the most default pog I've ever seen.
They're sleepy. Okay.
It's a yeah, okay. It's an awesome pog. It's a very
Leave
cool
me
pog.
alone.
No, it's fine.
Can one not be a skeegy little guy?
No, I think the pog is awesome. Okay. Um well, tell us about your game.
It's hard to say. Like, cause
You're very
storytelling
early.
wise,
Are you like very early in the game making process?
well, cause I've mostly like I haven't put any assets in. I mostly have like lots of combat systems worked out. But then like actual story wise, that's something I've like I'm still kind of working that out with my writer. Like the main thing I'm comfortable like that I'm confident in is the combat system. It's hard to describe without models, which I can't really pull up for obvious reasons. So, like the biggest thing is like uh a lot. It's like an, I'll start with it's an RPG. Like it's sort of a tactical RPG. Think the best way I could describe it is uh like something sort of like I describe the combat system as like the middle ground between like a Final Fantasy VII just numbers system and like Fire Emblem with like movement.
Okay.
So like there's a lot of like say your relative positioning of a target will determine how much damage you deal.
Yeah. I remember at one point, since I'm a writer, I remember, Kat, you said, like, in the future, just, throwing it out there,
Uh-huh.
if I did need a writer, would you be down for, like, I think it was,
Hmm.
don't wanna I remember the genre.
You can yeah you can
I
say
think it was, like, a dating game, right? Like, if I was to make, like, a
yeah
dating
yeah
game.
like
And I
well
was
not like
like,
just a dating game. I'm thinking like Hoonie Pop,
oh,
literally just Hoonie Pop.
bet. Yes. Yeah, that would be epic.
Hmm.
Also, I
No
don't know if
like
I stated it. I just like to
uh-huh,
track my books somewhere. I don't know if I stated it, but this book is Salem's Lot by Stephen King, and you should
uh-huh.
read it. It's pretty good so far, but that's all I've read, which is barely anything.
I
Go ahead.
am literally blind.
For the viewers. I am like, okay,
I know. I just
for your knowledge, I think I'm going to
mhm.
Goodreads because
All
Goodreads.
right.
I'm on page 37 of 668, so
All right. Not too shabby.
I got a while to go, but it's good so far.
Mhm. One thing I would like to say with your earlier thing with like the like book is I believe you said you have experience in explicitly directing, right? Or
Like
at least that's like I know you're an
movies?
actress, right?
Oh, um, I
Because
have
you could.
experience. Yes, I do. I have okay. I have experience with like the most indie directing you've ever seen. So when I say I have
Mhm.
experience directing, I don't have experience with like telling. I'm trying to get the focus with like telling people how to use the big machinery or something like that.
Mhm.
But I have experience getting people to calm down and do what they need to do.
Mhm.
And I also have a lot of
Because I
experience
was
editing.
because I was specifically thinking it's like with the kind of thing you're working on, I realized that you could actually personally put a lot of work into it since you explicitly like have a background in film.
Yeah, I wanna. Here's the thing. So I have tons of book ideas, right, that I want to
Uh-huh.
write. Sadly, like this one, for example, it wouldn't be too big a budget, but it would be much bigger than I have right now. I have $51.25 on my checking account.
You could make a movie off that.
I mean, not for this book. There was a book I wanted to write that I could basically make a movie off for free, because I know like most movies are about extroverts, and I live around a bunch of I live with a or talk to a bunch of introverts my whole life. So I'm like, what if I made a movie about like a Discord gremlin and like a romance drama about an online relationship, and that I could
Okay,
make.
actually, doing like a lot of shots of like specifically the chat would be kind of fun.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was literally it's because I was listening to music. I was literally like, I played a song and I'm like, this would be hard. This would go hard if I pulled out my phone and someone sent me a breakup message. And then I'm like, and then I
Mhm.
just made an entire movie in my head. I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I played the song on repeat like 10 times and wrote like a sad romance movie. And couldn't help myself.
I respect it.
So
I was so close to saying like I respect the grind set because I think that's a funny word, but it also makes me think of Tate, which no.
that's funny that you say that because I literally made recently a video making fun of alpha males and like Tate was the biggest guy in my mind and I kept saying
Mhm.
the grind. I was
No,
like,
because like I
sometimes
unironically like the word grind set, but it also makes me think of like these horrifically toxic people.
I remember one part, the funniest part of the video, not to like toot my own horn here, but like the funniest
Uh-huh.
part of the video that I'm thinking of is the fucking. I was just like looking in the camera and I'm like, sometimes I'm Christian and sometimes I'm Muslim, cause the grind. Talking about Andrew Tate,
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
cause he's Muslim, but he's very much like trying to appeal to like teenage Christian household kids.
Mm. By the way, this is just a PSA for anyone watching this. If it wasn't clear, uh, stay the fuck away from the Tate rabbit hole. It will become problematic later because if you're going down that rabbit hole, you're probably younger. You don't really know what's going on, but like that shit does get legitimately
Did you
dangerous.
see when Tate lost his mind on Twitter? I had to have told you about it if you didn't.
What was it?
He was on Twitter, and it's funnily, I don't know how this didn't blow up. It was just me, like, because I was a Twitter gremlin at the time. And he was, like,
Mhm.
posting pictures, and he, like, photoshopped himself with anime girls and posted, like, good morning. And it was just, like, him doing this, and there was an anime girl there. And I remember there was this one poorly green screen video where he was in a room dancing like this, and there was, like, some green screen of an anime girl dancing with him. It was so badly
That
edited.
shit's so funny.
He just
That's peak.
he lost his mind. I didn't know it was happening. That Romanian prison fucked his shit up. I don't know what happened.
No, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It was awesome. I loved it.
I think I think we should do that to celebrate like if we get like what's a good milestone to celebrate by dancing with anime girls?
Um when this podcast gets 100 followers on Spotify.
Okay, actually, I had an idea. So,
Okay.
because I'm a VTuber professionally, that's like what
Uh-huh.
I do. I mean, I guess I'm not that far along, but like I legitimately get paid off it. So I guess I
Yeah.
gotta call it a profession. Anyway,
I do.
um, no, like I'm realizing that I could so pay someone to like give me a little dance animation with, and just send them like my model file, and then you could dance in front of a green screen so we could dance together.
That would be so cool. I was thinking of yeah, I would, I don't know. You wanna pay money to an artist to simulate me and you being together? I, on the other hand, would never do that.
Yeah, you'd never do that.
I would never commission anything of us.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Is that
That
so?
is so.
Is that
It's
so?
so very so. Totemo.
The fuck does that mean?
Very. I don't know how to say so in Japanese.
That is so. Very.
Totemo so. There.
Very so.
Yeah, very so. It's very so. I got I got that epic phone case today, by the way.
Uh-huh. Oh, hell yeah.
It's sick. I know you can't see it right now. I'm
Babe,
just showing the
I am
I'm showing the
literally
viewers.
fucking blind.
I'm showing the viewers. It's pretty cool.
Okay, that's fair.
It has XXX over her boobs so you can't see, and she's moaning, and it says in
If I
Japanese.
squint really hard, maybe I'll see it.
And in Japanese it says hentai. It's pretty cool.
Hentai.
Yeah, I remember looking at it and going, hentai. Yo, I can read it!
You're showing me that after the podcast, by the way.
You've seen it before.
I literally can't see though.
No, I mean like I've
I'm-
shown you.
No, that's fair, but I want to see it again.
Okay, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you right. No, that doesn't feel professional. I'll do it after the podcast, okay?
Yeah, no, do it after.
But it would be now I want to do it now. I won't.
No.
I won't.
We are literally mid-recording.
We're mid-recording and I'm here like, well, because you told me to. Now I want to do it now. Murmur. You a baby. You're the baby.
Shut the fuck up.
You're the baby. Get in your diaper.
I'll literally kill you.
Goo goo gaga.
I kill.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was so close to like doing the funny, but I was like, wait, I'm on camera. What will that do for my image?
Let's wait less than a year. When you're 18, then we can do the funny
Yeah.
again.
No, I was gonna be like the thing that got you banned from Twitter,
Oh,
not the other funny.
the
No,
one
it's
from
like-
Twitter. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you could say
By the way,
krill. You could say
actually,
krill.
I think it'd be funny if you told that story. That's a podcast story.
Okay. So on Twitter, some of you might know this if you're followers of me, because I made a whole video on it. I made the banned from Twitter special where I raised the Twitter bird and stuff, and then I became an alcoholic and I started verbally abusing the Twitter bird.
You fucking what?
Okay.
I don't remember that
Sorry,
at all.
I never showed that to you. Anyway, sorry to just throw that out there. Anyway, so some of you might know about it because of that video I made where I verbally abused the Twitter bird. It wasn't even the Twitter bird. It was just this TikTok filter where it would turn you into a bird, and every time he was on screen, it was like, oh, "I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird."
Uh-huh.
Anyway, story. So I was on Twitter and I was just chilling, right? And I scroll past and I see, I think it was CCT Idiots, who usually I made fun of, because CCT Idiots is usually just racist. But sometimes you actually see something where he's like genuinely posting something that he found on security cameras that was L of the people. And this one was. It was a CCT Idiots, it was a bunch of bikers, and they ran over like an old guy with their bike, because they were doing this thing where they'd like they were getting in front of cars and then they'd like last second right out of the way of the car. And right then that pissed me off. I'm like, you're an idiot, you're gonna get people hurt, but I'm not gonna go off on him. Then I saw the video where they run over the old guy, like they actually hit him with their bike and he falls over and he can barely fucking stand because he's like 900 years old, and he gets up and they're biking away, you know, laughing and shit. So I thought, okay, KYS is a good thing to post here. So I did. I commented KYS. And then I thought Elon Musk wouldn't care, since Elon Musk was literally trying to defend the right to post CP on Twitter, which is a true story. It was, at least his staff was. So I'm like, okay, it's Elon Musk Twitter. It's anarchy. No. I got banned. And I actually, like, went there and I tried to do a repeal, and I said, guys, I meant keep yourself safe. I wanted the bikers to say stay safe, but they didn't buy it, and I'm banned from Twitter now.
No, I respect being like a. No, actually, I was just warning them because what they did would look dangerous, and I wanted to make sure they were okay.
I thought it would work. I thought A, maybe they'd be that oblivious, or B, they would find it so funny that they'd unban me.
I no.
I should do another repeal on stream, on podcast, right now.
I
Because I have the
Hun,
account. When you get banned from Twitter, they call it suspended. Because you never really get
okay,
banned. I
that's
can
fair.
still scroll through and look at tweets. I just can't like, I can't follow, I can't post. So I could make another repeal right now if I wanted to and be like, guys, I promise I meant keep yourself safe. Okay, I pinky promise this time.
That's an after like we're live.
That would be so silly. That would be if I had a
We're
better setup, I would.
live.
If I could actually like pull it up so the video watchers, the people who are watching this on YouTube, could actually see it, then I would do it. But since I'd be doing it on my phone, I won't.
That actually does weirdly tangentially remind me of like I found my new favorite thing to do while I'm like actively trying to do something else of like Moist Critical works very well as a podcast.
Yeah, I
Not because it's
remember
meant to be a podcast, but just it's good background noise.
when you told me when you started talking about Moist Critical more, I'm like, that's my guy. Woo! Yeah, baby. That's the Moist. It
Yeah,
made me so
maybe
happy. Dude,
I don't have arm tracking yet, so that doesn't convey properly, but
yeah, yeah. But yeah, that made me really happy. I just genuinely listen to podcasts.
give me a sec.
Okay.
My model's gonna break like crazy, but
Okay. But yeah, I genuinely just listen to podcast. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Kat's just kind of there now. She looks like she's in a dating sim. And she's about to start saying just Monica. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of wild, chat.
give me a sec to like recalibrate my stuff real quick.
Okay.
This is just gonna like actually honestly no, I don't actually need to do that much. My tracking's still fine.
Okay, cool.
That's impressive. My other program didn't do that.
You're right. I should get the Hello Neighbor books and read them.
You could. You definitely could.
Cause I'm the type of person where it's like I will read the books for the I watch movies for the funny, and if the books is less rare, cause books are a much more of a commitment, cause they take a lot more focus and
Well, yeah,
longer.
no, that's part of the medium.
Yeah. So, but the Hello Neighbor books, I think, are intended for like preteens or something. So I imagine
you're
they're
literally
short.
a writer.
Yeah. So what do you mean?
You made a book. I feel like that just inherently puts you at a different level.
Oh, I know. I'm saying that like I feel like I could read it and review it, but since it's like if it's short enough, if it's for preteens, I will. But if it's like actually like the Five Nights at Freddy's books are like young adult. It's like they're like violent, and the trilogy is actually pretty. I'm pointing at it like it's there. It's up there, but the trilogy is actually kind of long. So, yeah, but they're very good. I read all three of them. They're very good books. Good job, Scott. Those were good. Good job.
I respect it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's really funny. Trump. So, what I think is funny is that like Trump. There was the Trump. I mean, he's involved. Scott Cawthon. There was like controversy around that, right? Because Scott Cawthon, I guess they leaked it that he voted for Trump or something. And people were like, okay, but if you look, he also voted for Kamala Harris. And I'm like, no way, you're lying. And I looked, and it's like, he also, or not voted, he did send money to Kamala Harris. Now I'm just confused. I don't get how you could send money to Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, the vice president of the United States right now. There's such conflicting, they have such conflicting views.
The first time was for funny. The second time was, wait, shit. I want to undo that.
Yeah, it's like that's like if you send like $10 to the Church of Christ and $10 to the Church of Satan, and then you look at it and you're like, wait, wait. So what? I support both of them. How? How can you do that though?
I mean, it would be funny though.
It would be pretty funny. I could not imagine doing that because I really only like one of those things both times.
Uh-huh.
Only one of the churches and only one of the people. Actually, I don't like either of the people. I don't know why I said that. Both the people are kind of lame. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, that was a silly tangent that just
No,
kept
that's fair.
going
That's
down
fair.
the rabbit hole. But yeah, Scott's
I'm
books are good though. They're good books.
yeah. I wish I had something to like add here, but it's like I don't really read books. Like I've legitimately only ever read like 3 books ever.
Okay, which ones? We'll talk. I was gonna say I feel bad now because I'm talking about shit you don't know about. So which books?
Uh, was it even like 3 full books? Because I know like I got actually pretty into like this one book series called like Shadowhunters or something.
That you got
Like
into a book series? Wogue.
like because I really liked a lot of the narrative stuff. I expect like it's like I'm stuttering hard. Sorry.
You're fine. Don't keep. You got this.
Like I remember that there was a cool fucking. It's hard to describe. I liked a lot of the ability sets and like stuff they did. It's just kind of a. It's hard to read in general. It's just never been something I've liked doing.
I think it's funny that you can't see what I'm holding up right now.
I can squint really hard though. I can see the word lesbian
It's
and
a,
a woman.
it's a manga. It's
All right,
yeah. You would be into these books, I think.
all right.
I'm
I
being
mean, I
careful
might.
that it does not open because if it opened on a page, no more podcast. No more podcast, guys.
Is it porn?
Yes. It is. It's pre-recorded though, so I mean, I just have to edit it and blur it, and I don't feel like editing this. I don't want to edit it.
Mhm. I mean, like, I feel like this one needs a little bit of editing just for that little segment where I had to blip, but like,
But then I have to edit it.
fair enough. But like,
Like this podcast is like
the
the one
viewers,
thing that I don't have to edit, you know, because
that's fair.
I just boop MP3 file up on Spotify and it's awesome.
Hmm. No, that's valid. That's valid.
I kind of want to read the Hello Neighbor books now. Look at this little Hello Neighbor guy I have. This is pretty awesome. You can't see it, but the audio listeners,
Uh-huh.
or I mean, audio listeners can't see it either. Video watchers. Look at this. It's a little black and white Hello Neighbor guy holding a
Hmm.
shovel with a crow on the shovel, and there's some red blood on his shirt, but the rest of him is black and white.
Hmm.
Pretty awesome.
I there is not red on that. I do not see any red.
It's
Like,
very, very, very faint. There we go. Can you see it now?
legitimately no.
There's red, I promise.
Like, because again, like because of how my vision works, when I'm not wearing glasses, everything is just splotches of color. So like I can
Oh.
see like big patches of color, but little refined details are non-existent.
It's literally like little tiny specks. Like, even if it was on my shirt, even if it was like repositioned to my height, you would still consider them little tiny pecks of red.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like
keep, bro. You should.
without glasses, I see in 144p.
That's an awesome way of describing. They should do that. They should figure out what P you can see in. That way people can understand better. They're like, oh, without glasses I see in 24p, and then you look it up and you're like, Jesus Christ, my bad. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
That would be pretty funny. You know what I think would be funny is if I'm like, okay,
Ah,
Kat, I got a book for you to start with. It's really short, and I think you can handle it. And then I just pull out like, here's the book. So I think you can handle a book of
you're
this size.
what the fuck?
This
That is big enough that I can actually see it because it takes up like 20% of the fucking screen.
it's over 1,000 pages, and the words are
Why is it silver?
really small because it's such a. This is like the premium edition. I had to spend extra because it's hardback and it's the extended version of The Stand by Stephen King.
Okay, I'm low-key really adoring the dynamic of loves books. What the fuck is a book?
It is a pretty awesome dynamic. What's funny is
That's
if
my
you saw,
favorite chip dynamic.
people see my book collection and they're like, "Are you one of the
Hmm.
people who collect a lot of books but never read them, or are you the type of person who actually reads your books?" And I'm just like, both. I buy so many books because I'm like, "Ooh, I'm definitely gonna read that." thinking I am, but then I get caught up in the
Mhm.
other 25 books I was buying while I was buying that one. So
Mhm.
I've read about half of these, and also my book collection is not just this shelf. It's also everything under here is books, and then there's some books up there.
I feel bad for like audio only listeners since I feel like that'd be the majority of like the people that watch podcasts because podcasts are a side thing, and so you're just like, oh yeah, this thingy over here when they can't fucking
I'm
see
sorry.
shit.
I'm sorry. I'm just used. Okay, most
This is an
views
auditory medium.
most views I've seen on podcast are usually the YouTube videos. So
Really? That's interesting
it
to
is
me.
very interesting. I am not a YouTube video podcast watcher myself. I
Uh
am
huh.
an Apple Music user, Apple Podcast
I feel like
user.
that's like the ideal way to go about it because it's
Yeah.
like the medium is sort of like it's an audio based medium, so it's hard to really see watching it visually.
Here, I'll just explain. So, I got like audio listeners. I got like a shelf that goes like a bookshelf that goes up to my height, and all the shelves on it are covered in books.
Uh huh.
The book stand under my TV, all filled with books, and then
Uh huh.
another bookshelf over there, but only the top shelf is books, and then we get into like movies and video games.
Hmm.
So there we go. I'm being good to the audio listeners. You're welcome. Love you guys. Thank you for listening on the audio stuff because
Thank you,
that's kind of
guys. Actually, yeah, no. How long have we been recording again? Like,
I am looking. We've
I'm
been
literally time blind, so I don't know.
36 minutes.
Yeah, no, like, I have no attention span, so like, if you guys have been like tuned in for this long, like, thank you. Like,
I do that. I will listen to podcast. Well, okay. I
okay, but like,
will.
I'm not a podcast person, you know? Like,
Yeah.
that's not usually my thing. It's just like, I don't mind talking. I'm good on a mic.
Yeah,
I'd like to believe I'm good on a mic. I don't actually think I am.
I think you are. Hence why I invited you.
Hmm.
But yeah. I mean, think about it. I had a lot of people to
Hmm.
invite, and I'm like, I'm gonna invite that one cat person. Well, I did invite a
Well, I
lot of
mean,
people,
to be
but
fair, you're also literally dating me.
yeah, okay, there might be a little bit of a bias there, but so um, yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's funny that like I'm starting to get back into Hello Neighbor, but I know the minute I get to Act 2 and everything gets too hard, I'm done playing Hello Neighbor.
I respect it. Do you know what you like?
Yeah, look, it's just too hard. Five Nights at Freddy's, hey, I beat those games. Well, I beat the first three. I got the Five Nights at Freddy's 4, it got too spooky. Okay, no, I actually probably would have beaten it by now. I lost my headphones because
Mhm.
I broke them on stream, which was pretty funny.
I feel like someone had to clip that, right?
Surprisingly, no, but I have the footage.
Really?
But
That's
no,
a clip moment to me. That's a clip
and there
moment.
was people there. There was people in my chat. It's not like I was alone and no one clipped it. But I will clip it myself. I will go to the VOD that I uploaded, find it, and then
My
clip it
chat's
myself.
better. My chat clips when I do something stupid. So,
Wait, what did you say?
my chat's better. They clip when I do something stupid.
Hey, my chat clips too, but okay, you know what my chat does? They
What's your
don't
chat
clip
do?
when I want them to clip, but they clip at moments that I didn't realize I wanted them to clip at, you know? Like I'll do something really
Mm.
funny, not even think about clipping it, and they'll clip it, and I'll be like, "That's amazing, thank you." But when I want them to clip,
Mm.
they don't clip it.
That's fair. That's fair. I
My,
mean, like sometimes when I'm live, I'll just like, "Yo, chat, clip that, clip that." Oh my god! But it's like, I just say that because that's the content thing.
dude,
It's encouraging engagement.
you want to know what my this is what my chat does.
Uh huh.
I get up to go to the bathroom, and I multiple times on three different occasions I've had chatters clip it and call it Hassan moment 2, and Hassan moment real.
That's really funny, actually. Okay,
That's
that's
what.
one thing I actually feel really bad about, right? Because, like, I pretty much always have to leave to use the bathroom when I'm streaming, just sometime in the middle. And I always feel bad because it's like, I know that's awful for my viewers, but it's like, I'm sorry, guys, I'm full of piss.
Well, what people? I'm full of piss. I'm full of piss. You guys don't understand. Look, what the thing is, what people get mad at Hassan for, and I kind of get it, but I'm also, I'm a little bit of a dirty Hassanabi head, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I
Um,
respect it.
Yeah. So what a lot of people get mad at him for, which I get why he does it, cause engagement, but I also get why people get mad at him, cause stealing content, is he like doesn't pause the video. If he's watching a video, he'll be like, I gotta pee, and let it play, and then just leave.
Mhm.
So that's why they called it real, is because I got up to go to the bathroom, but I paused it, and they did it twice, and I'm like, guys, no, I'm not Hassan. If I was Hassan, it'd be more like this, and I let it play and get up, and then they clipped it and said Hassan real.
No, that's funny. That's funny.
It is funny. It is funny,
You
but
see, for me, like, I can't just like keep it going for engagement or anything, just because like I'm a VTuber, so like my model is just gonna like default out, and so it's like I don't really want to just leave that there,
yeah,
and I don't have like a button to just hide it or
yeah,
anything.
I get that. And also, like, my thing is, I don't do too much reacting. I do reacting sometimes. I've been falling out of the
Hmm.
debates because I've been more interested in other content, I guess. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair.
There's been so
I
many
mean,
debates,
like,
but, like, honestly,
hmm.
so many uninteresting people are there now. Trump and Biden both refuse to debate. If they don't debate, it'll be the first debate since I think that, or the first election since I'm pretty sure the 70s, where the primary candidates didn't debate. That will be crazy.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, like the biggest thing I'm kind of thinking of, like, I'm sorry, this is very much a tangent from like the earlier topic, but like one thing I've thought about is like eventually I actually do kind of want to work my way out from just gaming content. The hardest part about that is like I'm a VTuber, and so it's like it very much has to still be something digital, and a lot of my other skills are like I like cooking and stuff, and it's like how do I stay faceless, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, you could wear a mask.
Uh-huh. I mean, yeah, but it's like you know how I am. I'm bound to figure out some way that's like impressively stupid to accidentally fucking dox myself or
I
something.
mean, you could just do pre-recorded stuff is what I would
Mhm,
do.
that's fair. That's fair.
Unless you're VTubing, then obviously you can do. Like
Mhm. That
imagine
or
like
like obviously I could do music stuff, but it's like that's hard to do live.
not to scare you but obviously this would
Mhm.
be impossible, so this isn't going to happen. But it would be funny if you somehow managed to flash your face when you're VTubing. Like you're like, "Oh, I need to readjust my thing," and then your camera just turns on and it's you.
Okay. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've literally already done that before.
What did you do? What?
Okay.
Was it a
Okay. For
Discord
what it
call and you like clicked the camera
No,
button?
no, 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 no.
Okay.
Let me explain. So what it was is I was doing a Terraria stream, and like we did a bit of like, oh yeah, no, haha, I'll make some funny art on stream because I'm not an artist. And so like, I didn't have dual monitors yet, so I used single monitor. And so, but the screen cap software didn't work on my art software properly, and I wanted to be able to see chat, so I just alt tabbed. And later, one of my viewers, because I was only at like 40 followers at the time, was like, hey, by the way, when you were all tabbing, like it did show your VTubing software, and I have like a live face feed, so I can know like, did something break?
Oh,
So I had to take down the VOD because like I showed off my face accidentally.
that's that. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
you're right. I think it's
Okay.
funny now. I was terrified in the moment, but like I was just I had like 40 followers. It didn't really matter. Like it was like my friends mostly, because I'm only now getting to the point of having fans that exist outside of just knowing me as a person.
Yeah, I want to play. I want to play a little game with you, Kat.
Okay, what's your game?
Okay. Can you like Can you deafen for like 5 seconds?
I can try. Where the fuck is the deafen button? Here.
Okay. This is a pickle Rick.
I'm gonna assume that
Okay.
means I can undeafen.
It was a thumbs up. Yeah. So I wanna show you something. I was telling audio listeners what it was, and I want to see if you can figure out what it is.
Okay, that's Pickle Rick.
How did okay? You just see it and how did you guess? How did you know it was Pickle Rick?
Because it's a green cylinder with a line down the middle and two large yellow dots. There's not many other things that have large yellow dots like eyes that are green.
Pickle Rick is just on your mind though. I thought you were gonna be like, babe, how would I guess that? But no. You guessed it
I
immediately.
I've watched the Pickle Rick episode before.
I have also watched the Pickle Rick episode. I've only seen a couple episodes, but I made a point because someone sent me the entire Pickle Rick episode on Discord.
I think we should do a Pickle Rick podcast. Hey chat, welcome to the Pickle Rick podcast.
We're gonna
What's your
talk.
favorite pickle?
We're gonna talk about Pickle Rick the whole time. The Balls
Yeah.
podcast featuring
Yeah,
Pickle Rick. Can we make
pickle,
that the episode
literally
name?
the funniest shit I've ever seen. He turned himself into a fucking pickle.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen anything. I don't think I've ever seen anything that peak, to be honest. I don't think we can compete. I think we should just stop television because it's Jover.
That's fair. I don't think anything can compete with Pickle Rick either.
I can literally not laugh anymore because I laughed so hard when I saw Pickle Rick that nothing else can compete.
He turned himself into a fucking pickle.
It was the funniest shit I've ever seen. This is gonna be. Go ahead.
I feel so bad for our viewers because just what is this bit? What is this bit?
I don't know. I'm gonna name this episode "The Balls Podcast featuring Pickle Rick."
I feel like
gonna be
that's
the
gonna get
episode.
taken down.
Why? What's wrong with it?
We stole Pickle Rick.
They won't care, right?
That's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm sure there's podcast
They
episodes.
probably don't care.
I'm
I
sure.
feel like we're just too small for that to matter.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's podcast episodes out there called Pickle Rick. Like, I'm sure of it.
I mean, there's probably a podcast that's like literally just called Pickle Rick.
I'm
I would
looking it
believe
up.
it.
I'm looking it up. We're gonna figure out if there's a
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I know we're not supposed to do stuff, but like we gotta figure it out, guys.
Okay, actually, while we're here, I just want to tell Chad about like a podcast idea I had of like, I don't think I want to do this. I just want this to exist. I don't know if it does. If it does, I'm gonna bait engagement here. Tell us in like the comments or whatever you have. Just anyway, tell us. I want there to be a podcast called Everyone and Their Mother, where it's just like a group of like friends and one of their moms. That's just there.
I'm sure that is not in existence. I'm sure there's a podcast called Everyone and Their Mother, but I'm pretty sure that's probably not the plot. Also, I found an episode of a podcast called The Squanch, and the name is Pickle Rick. Why does Rick turn himself into a pickle? Season 3, episode 3.
That's a good podcast episode name.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're allowed to put Pickle Rick in the title then.
Yeah.
I can't wait for people to be listening for like 30 fucking minutes. Be like, where the fuck do they bring in Pickle Rick?
And everyone's gonna think there is a podcast called Everyone and Their Mother, or there's a show.
Mhm.
So there's a show. No, it's a podcast. My bad. Probably a show as well.
I just want someone's mom on the mic.
We should get one of our moms on here.
I mean, maybe. It's like, I don't really know if that's the vision though, you know?
I'm gonna have my mother. I'm gonna bring my mom and like mom meet cat. That would be the actual weirdest mixing of worlds I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah, no, because like, I'm a loud cat girl. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what they expect from me.
I don't know how that would go. I think that would be. I should be like, you guys. I'm just gonna bring up whatever you two would disagree on the most. You two should talk about communism. I mean, my mom would actually agree with you. She doesn't call herself a communist, but she does agree that, like, yeah, it is ideal. It wouldn't work here, but it is the ideal system. Yeah.
Okay, I could go in the communism rant. My thought is like, I'm thinking about it, but do I do that episode 1?
Yes.
Episode 1 doesn't feel like the time to drop the communism rant.
We gotta get this episode longer.
That's fair, but it's like, tune in next time for the communism rant.
Well, next time we have a lot of plans for the next few episodes. We got guests.
That's fair.
We gotta bring on. We got the you know what episode where we only you know what episode.
You say that the way you phrase that makes it sound like, oh yeah, in this episode we fuck the whole episode.
Okay,
and you have to listen.
That will be the special for when I turn 18. We have 4 episodes after this planned. Do you want me to make? Do you want there to be a communism episode?
Could we have the communism episode? That is kind of funny.
We could. I'll name it that, but obviously most of it probably won't be about that because I don't think you can talk about that for an hour. I mean, maybe.
Is that a fucking challenge?
Okay, can you do it for an hour and be entertaining? Because if so, then bet.
I have 10 minutes in me, I think, to be able to rant about communism. I don't think I could push it any further than that without getting redundant, though.
Me and Kat in the writing room live on a podcast episode. We're like discussing like what episodes would work in the
No,
in
no,
the
I
podcast.
think that's genius, because that is telling people be excited.
Yeah, now you guys can be excited because the next episode is something else.
Uh-huh.
Then there's another episode. Then there's another episode. Then there's another episode. Then there's a communism episode, which will be
Uh-huh.
in
No, if
over a
you
month
guys
from
want to
now.
learn about I I died. I
Did you
crashed.
die? What
Me as a
happened?
person. I was trying to think and I just like felt myself hard crash for like a few seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so in over a month from now, there will be a communism episode.
Hmm. Remember to stay tuned for that if you guys want to hear me. If you want to hear a half pint cat girl rant about fucking
Yeah, remember,
communism.
stay tuned. That sounds like we're about to end it. But,
Hmm.
oh my god. Are we? How much more do you
I
have in
mean,
you?
I don't really know because it's like I feel like we've already said a lot of our spiel. Like this is a good opener, you know? Like because I feel like a good thing to do with the first episode is just get people warm to like, what is this gonna look like? Do I want to watch this? Because like this is the hook.
Yeah.
Everything else is like there's established like background. People kind of know what they're getting into. This is the hook. This has to be like interesting.
Yeah, I feel like I'm, like, the thing is like, I want to keep going really big because I'm having fun, but I do think it's good. Because I am
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
Alright, so you ready?
yeah. Yeah. Thank you, chat, for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for listening to the Balls About
Mhm,
podcast featuring Pickle Rick,
mhm.
Fickle Mick, Mickey Mouse.
Uh-huh.
We got communism in here. There's
Yeah,
me.
communism is my favorite
There's
character.
me, Java, and then we have Cat Munist.
Yeah.
Wh- Time for us to have sex. Bye, Chad.
That's my little closer. Bye, chat.